Where are you? We need some help from you now.
All right, guys. Let's talk about the state of the union. Hopefully did your DCA yesterday. Those grades for this class are in for first period. Those are in. I'm going to be putting the rest of my classes in over the next hour or so. Um, it's okay. Usually we kind of hover low 60s. The average on this test across the board was a 58. As you guys know, anytime that the average on our test is below a 70, I give that many points back. So ideally it'd be 12, but I went ahead and rounded it up to 15. So long story short, what you see in the grade book already has the 15 points added on. So just deduct the 15 if you want to know what your raw score was. Now, for some of you, you did great. For others, not so good. I suspect a variety of things probably played a part in this. The time limit probably being the biggest deal. And then you just got to ask yourself, how much did you study? How much did you read? How good are the notes that you were asked to take? How good did you do? Because if you don't take good notes in this class, it's hard to have good stuff to study. We will be having retakes. Do not fear. Kind of how it's going to work with retakes. Let me know that you want to retake it. You can either tell me in class, you can do it on the way out, something kind of quiet, or you can email me, either one. I'm going to put you on the list. And then on Monday, I'm going to open the retake up. I'll do that Monday morning when school starts. You will then have the entire week up until Thursday. It is going to close on Thursday at 4:30, but you'll have Monday through Thursday to get that done whenever you have a chance. Because I believe that the time limit was one of the main things that messed people up. I'm going to extend the time limit for retakes. You will have a full 45 minutes to get your retake done. So hopefully that'll help you out. Essentially the same test. It is going to be scrambled up a little bit, but again, you can retake it if you want to. The highest though that you can raise your grade on a retake is a 70. So if you're nesting at a 65, you got to ask yourself whether it's really worth it or not. Plus, it's not like I take the curve off, let you retake it, and then add the curve back on. That gets way too complicated. We are retaking based on what your grade is in the grade book right now. If that is below a 70, then yes, you can retake it. But like I said, you need to let me know you want to retake it. I'll open it up on Monday. It'll close next Thursday at 4:30 because next Friday is the end of the 6 weeks and I need to get my stuff squared away before that. Other news and notes, and I think this is all good news for you guys. First, as I've said, today is a catch-up day. You work on what you need to work on. So I advise you check your grades, see where you're at in my class first. If you were completely caught up and you got everything squared away, great. If not, there's a variety of things that you can do. On the board, I've kind of written things that I feel are the most significant. Okay, first, what's due today? Notebook check number 2 is due today before midnight. Again, the list is on Canvas. It's at the back of the room. It's pretty short, but double check that. If you're missing any of those items, please get those done in class today. Hopefully, you can go ahead and submit your notebook check before you leave today. Also due today are the historical documentary review extra credit essay. Optional. It's up to you, but it could result in an extra 100 for a daily grade and an extra 15 points on your lowest test grade. Things that are past due. These are the things that I'm still willing to accept even though they are late. Obviously, and I don't think it applies to anybody sitting in here, but DCA number 4, we do have some kids that did not take it yet. It's going to be late, but again, it's a test grade, so you need to get that done. DCA is what we did yesterday in class. 26 questions, 30-minute time limit. Guys, as far as time limits go, if you run out of time, you run out of time. I'm taking the grade that you gave me. We have to do time limits in this class. That's just kind of part of the deal. I'm sorry if some of you felt rushed, but that is part of the deal for this class. I mean, we're trying to get you ready for the AP test, and even if you're not taking the AP test, you got to be held accountable for the time limits because that is a very important part of the class. So obviously, if you didn't get that done, please get it done. The imperialism SAQ, we did that earlier in the week. I believe that was due on Wednesday. If you didn't get that done, please get that done. This is very few of you, and I don't think anybody in here, maybe some of my online kids, but I still have a few people that have not written the Industrial Revolution LEQ essay. That was for a test grade. Getting a 0 on a test grade pretty much means you're probably going to fail for the 6 weeks. So please get that done. And finally, as far as missing work, now I'm still willing to accept notebook check number 1. That is the oldest thing I'm willing to accept. I think that goes back to the 29th of January. And the reason I'm accepting it is not only is it a daily grade, it does average with your second notebook check for your final test grade. So those are the things that are due today or are past due. If any of those you need to get done, obviously work on those. As far as new opportunities, because we only got a few left to raise your grade. I already talked about this, but again, the DCA number 4, the test that we took yesterday, if you did get below a 70, you can retake it. The time limit will be expanded a little bit to 45, but you can only get your grade up to a 70. Let me know as soon as you can if you'd like to retake it. The people that requested it, I'm going to open that opportunity just for those people on Monday. Then you've got all the way up until Thursday at the end of the school day, 4:30, a little bit beyond that, to get your retake done. It's going to close after that. But there is another opportunity, and I've been saving this, just in case we need it. Some people do, some people don't. I have another AP Classroom quiz for you guys. This is the Unit 6 AP Classroom Personal Progress Check. It is 21 questions. Again, it's extra credit, so you don't have to do it. But it's 21 questions. I've given you a 25-minute time limit because, again, we still got to really focus on our time limits in here. For every question you get correct, if you finish within the time limit. But for every question you get correct, I'll give you half a point, just like I did last time. So you could get, 10, heck, let's go ahead and call it 11 points. You could get 11 points added to a test grade. And that's just for going in there and knocking out this quiz. Maybe you do good, maybe you do bad, but get in there, read it, do the best you can. If nothing else, that is certainly something that you could do in class today if you chose. That is open now. I just opened it up. It is also going to close next Thursday at 4:30. So lots of opportunities still to raise your grade. Check out your grade. If you need help checking out your grade, come up and see me today. We'll see exactly where you're at. But these are the things that are available to you to hopefully, raise that grade before next Friday at the end of the 6 weeks. Last thing, and then I'm going to shut up for the day. AP exam payment. That was technically due last Friday, but just everything in the world was weird last Friday. So they have extended it a little bit. If you still owe some money for your AP exam that you signed up for and paid for and all that stuff at the beginning of the year, if you still owe some money and you would like to take it, they have extended the payment due date until Monday. So Monday, you can get on, you can pay it on total registration. If you owe money, you probably just owe, whatever the second installment was. But that's kind of what we got here. For you guys just walking in, read the board. Those are all the things that you could potentially do today. Obviously, the notebook check number 2 is due today. The historical documentary review is due today. If you were missing anything, like if for some reason you did not do your test yesterday, imperialism SAQ, industrial revolution LEQ, or notebook check number 1, those are all things that you could work on. Other than that, are there any questions? All right, be productive today. Get done whatever on that board is going to help you out the most. Like I said, test grades are in. There was a 15-point curve added on for those of you that just came in. Check your grade. If you got less than 70, you can retake it. You need to talk to me, though. Retakes will open up next week. Other than that, kind of look over the board. Let me know if you have any questions. Sorry. What's going on?